And now for Interpol World Television, we can welcome George Rebensdorf, the CEO of oVio. George, welcome to Interpol World Television.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. So, what is oVio doing at Interpol World?
Well, Interpol World is a conference that focuses on security, law enforcement, border security, and that's the space that's important to us. We're trying to provide some new innovative solutions to keep the world safer, and I think this is an excellent forum for us to do that.
Now, you've got a fantastic suite of technologies. Can you tell us a little bit more about them?
So what we do is we create imagery in a whole new way. In the old world where registration photos or enrollment photos were simply 2D images, 2D still images, we create a suite of imagery which is comprised of 360 stills taken 1 degree around the subject. We transcode those into a 12-second video file, and then we can take those stills and create a photogrammetry accurate 3D file using only 1 camera in a very short period of time, and we're not aware that anybody else can do that. All of those technologies can be uploaded to facial recognition softwares, security systems, identification programs with law enforcement, et cetera, other ways to try to keep the world a bit safer.
But you're taking someone's biometric identity to a new level.
That's the idea. The idea is we're trying to create a deep, dense, rich folder comprised of imagery and biometrics that can be used globally, shared, tagged, stored, used among different law enforcement agencies and security systems to identify good guys and bad guys.
Now this is new. Where are you seeing the applications that are becoming most interested in it?
So far, border control, refugee screening, visa applicants, everyday law enforcement, beat cops, jails, corporate security, airport security, passenger screening. I can go down the list, but anywhere where there's ordinarily been a 2D still, we're replacing that with a more modern file.
Now, your background, correct me if I'm wrong, is in mergers and acquisitions. Clearly this technology has brought you into the security industry, and you're enjoying that?
Well, it's a bit of a long story, but the company came to me looking for help to try to organize them into a bigger, better company. I was fascinated with them. I thought it was something that was important. So I genuinely left my old business that I'd been in for 20 years to try to create something that I think is completely brand new. And it's been very rewarding. I'm really happy I did it.
Now, you're a new small tech that's growing into a huge industry. The industry is growing rapidly. Do you think there's a place for small companies and small tech to get in and bring innovative solutions in?
Sure. I can say that having been to this show, which is a pretty big show, and several other shows around the world, I haven't yet seen a solution like ours. And the feedback we get from people who attend these shows, they repeat back to me the fact that they haven't seen this innovative technology anywhere. And it isn't just that it's new, it's that they actually find a use for it. So that is actually quite rewarding for us. It's difficult being a minnow in a shark's pond, but I think once we get adoption, we'll be very successful.
And are you finding that those that are attending the Interpol Congress, the senior police officers and government officials, are interested in your technology?
I'm always worried when I come to a show because I don't know what they've seen, what they haven't seen, what they want, what they don't want. And so far I have to say it is very gratifying that law enforcement and all security agencies, when they see our product, they see the value in it. And it's been 7 years in development, so it is important that we haven't spent those 7 years for nothing.
Yeah. So what's next for the company?
What's next for the company? It's important for us to get our product out into the world, into law enforcement agencies, into airports, into corporate environments, into university campuses, into corporate campuses. And I think as we get penetration into these markets, we have a chance to become a new global standard of imagery to replace something that really hasn't changed much in the last 100 years, if I'm honest.
Now those that are watching Interpol World Television will be the attendees of the Congress who've missed out on some of the lectures, but more importantly those that didn't get the chance to come here. What message would you put out to them to say, hey, you need to come and talk to us?
I think they need to come to see us because we are completely innovative. They may not know they need us because they haven't seen us. Once they see what our output is, how that output works, the type of files we can create, the applications behind it, I think they'd be really fascinated by it. And I would love to show it to them, obviously.
George, it's been absolutely fascinating talking to you. Thank you very much indeed in giving up some of your valuable time to talk to us on Interpol World Television.
Thanks for having me. Much appreciated.